Welcome to Digitel Talk podcast, where we spotlight entrepreneurs and innovators leveraging technology related to telecoms to drive positive global impact.
Today's episode is sponsored by IFG Consulting Europe, a leading business growth consultancy representing promising software providers selling to the telecoms, enterprise and mobile markets in Europe. Go to ifgconsultingeurope.com to find out more.
As part of Digital Talk Discovery Series, I have the pleasure here of interviewing Muhammed from ForestGuard at Network X 2024 in Paris, and we're going to use the 10 by 10 format. So welcome to the podcast. Could you please introduce yourself?
Thanks for the invitation. It's Dr. Muhammed Ali Ornek from ForestGuard. Actually, I'm academic-backed entrepreneur.
Okay.
I served 15 years in academia in many technical universities. Then I found this startup with my beloved partner in Turkey.
Okay.
For now, I am living in France to expand our markets to the Europe and the globe as well.
Fantastic. Great to have you here. We had a podcast yesterday with also some academia who's now become an entrepreneur. So it seems to be you're following a good trend there.
Mm-hmm.
And so what has brought you to Network X?
Actually, it's the biggest show in the telecom industry. So they asked me, what's the relationship between your startup and the telecom industry? And I told them, I will be talking about how better connectivity will change our future in a better way. That brings me to here.
Okay, fantastic. And what do you hope to achieve at the show? I think you're involved with the challenge, were you not? That's how we basically briefly met, wasn't it?
I was presenting my pitch in Network Startup Challenge.
Okay.
We didn't get an award, but at least, this was a good chance to meet each other.
Yeah, I think you had some good judges as well. So it gives you
I'm so happy
exposure.
to meet them.
So has anything caught your eye at the show?
There are many big companies here casing their cutting-edge technologies for the infrastructure in a wireless and a wired way. I got more hope for our future in a good way.
Okay, fantastic. And thinking of the industry a bit here, is there a particular topic which you think is hyped and isn't going to deliver quite what we expect it to?
As an entrepreneur, I'm a little bit shamed because I was just stayed in the 5G until I came here. So I heard many people start talking about 6G and fiber and etc. There are many different connectivity. So I was waiting in future, but still.
So we call it in English baptism of fire, which means that you're immersed into something which at the time you thought was this big, and now it's this big.
Exactly.
So one of the things the operators like to do is complain about profits and margins, and there's a heavy leveraging on debt because building infrastructures costs the operators a lot of money. So if you got, particularly as an entrepreneur yourself, advice to them, what they could do better and what you'd like them to do?
Actually, that's a good, challenging question because before us, we try to democratize the communication by providing a self-sustaining hardware. Mm-hmm. As I already seen many different innovations and many really good, challenging innovations in here. So I'm pretty sure not this year, but for the next couple of years, there will be really good startups who will bring many good ideas to make it much more profitable without infrastructure, reducing the infrastructure requirements as well.
So layering on top of the connectivity that they're providing. There's a huge drive towards softwareization, they call it, telecoms. So you create a baseline as that. So what do you think will changes in the next 5 years in telecoms if we look ahead, which is, on the one side, is 5 years a long time, but on the other time, it's also tomorrow. So
it's really long, but also short. Actually, I am expecting to provide more than communication, maybe power, maybe data processing, more than just connectivity. I'm pretty sure they will bring more than it.
Right. Okay. Moving on to your project, and particularly in conjunction with sustainability, can you say a little bit more about your project and how it's involved in tech for good and sustainability?
We come up with an idea how trees can tell us if there's a fire
Isn't that
when
amazing?
the disaster happens.
And you've solved that, have you?
Yeah, we solved it. We already made a lot of PoCs that are so successful, and one of them could detect the fire even 4 hours before any visible smoke.
Oh, really?
4 hours
So
the smoke.
a proper early warning system. Fantastic.
Exactly.
Okay. So I'm sure people like to know more about that. And when they hit the podcast, they can come back to us and we can introduce anyone who's interested in that topic back to you. What about the sustainability goals? And that's an important part of our podcast is the UN SDG goals. Which parts of the SDG do you affect? You keep an eye on that?
This could be my favorite question. Actually, we are preserving the life on land, but indirectly now we are also supporting the life below the sea, and also we are providing and preventing some climate change action effects actually by providing the 15th one, climate change.
Okay.
And so we have many different particular effects
and
on
you're
SDG.
touching lots of this.
Exactly.
Fantastic. Did you say under the sea?
Under the sea, on the land, and the climate action.
Okay.
There.
So I understood this was a woods burning. Have I understood this correctly?
Yes.
But you also have an application for...
Not actually, but it also pollutes the water. It also pollutes the atmosphere. It also increases the effects of the climate change.
I understand. And of course, the other thing is firefighters and humans, but that's a side effect as well. Fantastic. Given that you are an educated man, traveled as well, is there any particular company or that you've come across in your travels that you respect or think is really also helping, doing similar good work to yourselves in trying to create a better world?
There are many, actually. I also met many different startups in here, too. I don't want to give the particular names, but I can say there are many technologies emerging for the good ways. So I met with a startup here. They are providing cellular communication system in Africa.
Yes.
So it just touched my heart.
That's the great one. By the way, they're also on the podcast. We already interviewed them the other day.
That's good.
And it was a fantastic story. I totally agree. And so what do you think, beyond the work that you're doing yourself and the change that you're able to do, what is the other pressing things do you think need to be addressed?
Oh, it's a hard one. But after the forest fires, we also made some more products for industry as well.
Oh, really?
Because when I interviewed with an industry expert, they told me, okay, guys, you're just focusing on forest, but think about if a entire industry factory burned, what's the emission it will cause? So that's why we brought more products to detect outdoor fires in the warehouses, in the factories, just to monitor this kind of emissions. Just to
so you're able to use your monitoring knowledge and apply it to industrial use case.
Exactly.
Okay, fantastic. We'd like to give the opportunity as a shout out to either someone who's doing good or a company or an organization in the world. Again, a positive vibe that we're trying to create here. So you've got someone in mind or a particular company that you'd like to celebrate or worth mentioning?
Definitely my partner, Batuhan. We are together, working together actually for more than 10 years and doing fantastic job. It's really hard to work and collaborate with someone else. Okay. So that's why I'm really happy to have him. I'm pretty sure.
Is that your second marriage?
Yeah, exactly.
Fantastic. It's been a real pleasure to have you on our podcast and joining the Digital Talk community. We're joining the dots every day with different people, innovators.
Thank you so much.
Thanks very much for your time.
Thank you so much for the invitation.
Thanks for taking the time to listen to our new podcast. If you have any feedback or know of any stories to be told involving digital technology and telecoms doing good, then please do let us know via our email, getinTouch@digiteltalk.com. Also, feel free to send us a message on LinkedIn. It'd be great to hear from you.
Before we go, If you've enjoyed today's episode and would like to support the podcast, then don't forget to give us a follow and hit the notification bell so you never miss an episode. Also, if you'd like to leave us a review or share it with your colleagues, it really helps us on the channel. Thanks so much for being a part of our audience today, and hopefully you'll join us next time.
That's all we've got time for, so it's goodbye from me.
And that's goodbye from him.
Bye
for now.